As one of the architects of the sound of young America, he discovered musicians, he wrote hit songs, and he produced superstars. Mickey Stevenson, Motown's first A&R man.
Motown's 50th anniversary celebration was not about the stars, Diana, Stevie, Smokey, Lionel, the Temptations, etc., but about the people who made the stars, the unsung heroes. And Mickey Stevenson leads the list.
Mickey Stevenson is my brother. He has not received his props as someone who has contributed so much to the musical world.
I met Mickey Stevenson when I was still in high school. I had started to play with a local band and was told that I needed to join the Musicians Union. So I went to the Musicians Union to join up. And I saw this guy who was very smartly dressed, and he kind of stuck out. And I asked somebody, who's that guy? And he said, well, that guy's Mickey Stevenson. He's over here putting together some musicians for Hitsville. I said, Hitsville? Well, I'd heard of Hitsville. It's a local company, which was later to become Motown.
Mickey went around to little clubs in Detroit and one by one gathered the guys who became the Funk Brothers. And they were like an awesome band. And they played on almost every Motown record ever in the early days of Motown. So Mickey is responsible for putting that group together. And that is very, very, very significant to the history of Motown.
The Funk Brothers created that unmistakable sound that launched 1,000 hits.
And we did not make hit records for white people. We did not make hit records for black people. We made hit records for everybody on the planet. And that's the excellence that we strive to have.
I very seldom saw Barry, but I saw Mickey all the time because he was a writer. I didn't know he was a writer. And no matter who it was, they come in naturally when a new musician comes in, he wants to know who's the power. It was Mickey. You don't usually find an executive with that kind of clout where you call him Mickey. It's Mr. Stevenson or something. Now that would be fitting, but he didn't come off like that where he would demand that kind of approach to it, and it worked very well for him.
We were dedicated to getting the best out of those that we signed to this company. And that meant all of us. I'm talking about from the producers to the writers. We were working at our best to give them the best so they could be the best. It was a phenomenal feeling. It became a family-type feeling. That was, I guess that was part of the dream of Berry Gordy. We all bought into that dream. So therefore, it was nothing for you to add a line to my song or me to add some to your song or someone come behind with a hook. It would all go in and you would all get the credit for it. And I think that's what made the hits, because everybody gave from their heart to the music. Clarence Paul, who was a writer, producer with us, I brought Clarence in to work with me at Motown. He was doing a great job working with me, but as far as producing a hit on an artist, it wasn't happening. And then I said, okay, Clarence, we gotta have a talk. Now, the day of the meeting, he started to speak first. He said, if this artist I found, I'd like to work with him. I said, I'll tell you what, why don't you work with the artist? Bring him in and do a couple of songs, let's see what happens. He said, but I gotta tell you one thing. I said, what's that? He said, he's real young. I said, how young? We got a lot. He said, I mean real young. I said, you mean as a kid? I said, oh man. Okay, man, let's get it over with. Bring him on in. He said, one more thing, William R. He said, he's blind. I said, Clarence, here's the deal. Wherever I see that kid, I want to see you. Hand in hand, never apart. I don't want to see nothing or hear nothing about anything happening to him unless you're standing right there. He said, okay, William R., I got this. I said, okay. He left. few days later, Clarence comes back, and he has Stevie with him. He takes Stevie down to the studio. Benny Benjamin's on the drums. The guys are playing it, working on the tune, kind of working it out. He takes Stevie over to the drummer. Benny gives him the drums. Stevie sits down. Right in on top, right on the tempo, right on the whole 9 yards. And he's doing to pick it up. Then Clarence takes him from the drums, takes him over to the piano player, and piano player get up, Stevie sits down, feels around a little bit, and then right on that, playing the piano right inside the pocket, never stops. The groove is going on, all the guys is getting hyped up and they playing everything. Stevie gets off the piano, Clarence takes Stevie over to the microphone. Stevie takes the harmonica out of his pocket, puts it up to his mouth. Now remember, this pocket, this groove is still going in the studio. Everybody's right in there. And then he started saying, I started singing and playing and blowing his ass. Wow, everybody looked around. Clarence had this big grin on his face, took Steve up by the hand, took him out. All the producers immediately started thinking, what songs are going to get this kid? The rest is history.
Oh, Stevie Wonder!
Taking Mickey's directions, Clarence was by Stevie's side from childhood through manhood as co-writer, producer, and father figure.
I think about the time that I came to Motown, the producers, as one we have here today, Mickey Stevenson, who was one of the first people that I met when I came to Motown. Yeah, Mickey!